Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Malmö Vs Chelsea preview. The Champions League is back in action under the lovely lights. Yeah, I can't wait for it. You already know this is where we belong, people. I must say, there's a lot of stuff going on today, not just really with our club, but it always somehow involves us. We're, self-obsessed enough to bring it back to us. We love it. This is what we do. We have to be the center of attention. I'll get to that later. Very quickly, obviously, team news and yada, yada, yada. I did it in the preview for the last time we played this lot. I know some people say elitist, disrespectful, but you saw how the game panned out. We absolutely wiped the floor with them. It was expected. It's how the job should be done, and I expect no different in this game. We have to win a game like this if we want to top the group. Not that that's even, by definition, a must, because last time we topped the group last year, we came up against the best team in Spain, Atletico Madrid at the time, and still had to face a solid opposition. So it all depends on who finishes top and second in other groups. But if we want to just be top of the group just to show that we're serious and that we've done the best we can, then of course we need to win a game like this. In terms of what Tuchel's been saying in his presser, very rarely does he do Monday pressers, but he decided this one was important enough. Kova's still out. Mason Mount is still feeling the sickness. They tested him, tracked him, traced him. It's not the disease. He's fine, but he's still not up to this. Needs to get a good night's sleep and whatnot. And obviously Lukaku and Werner are not here. Pulisic is back and training, but is he available? That's the question. It's always the question. He's going to be traveling with the team. That was confirmed. I don't think he's going to play this game. I also don't think he should play this game. With the amount of injuries that we've got up top, the last thing we need is for Pulisic to pull up with a hammy or pull up with an ankle injury or whatever in the opening 10-15 minutes because he was rushed back. So for me, you just leave it. You probably bring him off the bench against Burnley, and you just hopefully tell America, Joe Biden, whoever runs that show, don't bring him over. Leave him in England. The healthcare is here. It's free. It's good. It's solid. Let the brother have a full international break alone with his dog or whoever he's got at home.
That's pretty good political knowledge. Joe Biden, he is the president of the United States.
Well, of course. I mean, I know more about American politics than English politics. It's more entertaining. It's like
He's the prime minister of our country.
Cameron. American politics is far more interesting than English politics. They do it like a talk show, and we're boring as hell. Do you know what I mean?
It's like an episode of wrestling.
Yeah. It is. It actually is, yeah. And their former president actually did do wrestling. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're not even joking about. So, yeah.
Big Donald.
Keep him here. Keep him safe. Keep him calm. Keep him collected. And then, like I said, after the international break, we can really start to look at Pulisic as someone who can play fixtures and be fit for this team to impact over the Christmas period, which is coming up and is going to be taxing. Santa Claus is coming to town. Whether he has presents for Chelsea is another question. But this game, for me, we should be again, getting through it, winning the game, even with the injury issues that we have. My team will be up on the screen now. It's pretty predictable. Like I said, the first team regulars in the defense, the light switches off, we move, we continue. The defense is very much, stable, secure, and not letting any leaks through. It's very safe and very, very secure right now. We need to keep that going, keep the clean sheet, and go forward and hopefully score goals. We've been scoring goals recently. Granted, the opposition has not been great. In fact, it's been the worst that you could possibly face in this country. England, we have many great teams in this league, but Norwich and Newcastle are not one of them. And Malmö, obviously, in the reverse fixture. So we've had our fixture list, but we've taken advantage of what's in front of us. We've scored goals. Long may that continue. It was a great weekend in the last 15 minutes of that match. Let's see if we can get it for a full 90. But it's not just us that's the talk of the town. In fact, we're not even the talk of the town, but our former manager is Antonio Conte. He is Antonio. I really want to drop Toby's clip in here, but I'm not gonna do that.
Do the wave with it. Antonio.
He again ahead of the curve. We mocked him, we teased him on the London show about Antonio scoring against Tottenham, and that's where the chant came from. It looks like God has spoken. The chickens have come to roost for the chicken hat, which is Toby and Tottenham. Whatever bird is on their logo. They are going, apparently, according to Fabrizio, bringing Conte. So it looks like he's on his.
Let's get it right. They're not bringing Conte. What's happening is
Conte's run out of options.
Tottenham are like that guy who's a normal 5 who asked out that 9. And she was thinking about it until they said. So then she asked, "Where am I? When we going for dinner? When we going for a date?" You lot were like Morley's. She was like, "Hell no." She left. So then you started asking all the 9s, the 8s, the 7s, the 6s, the 5s. Then you got a 4 to say yes.
Nuno's the 4.
Nuno. And he wasn't the first choice. He was like the 9th generous. He said yes. Oh my God, I would absolutely love to go out with you. You're a 6. I'm a 4. Your club is a 6. I used to be the Wolves manager. You're a 4. So let me come over. And then all of a sudden it doesn't work out because obviously you're not attracted to her. At first you wanted to believe you were getting sex. Everything was good in life. So you wanted to ride with it.
Are you talking about your own personal story,
No,
or we're still doing football? Okay.
I'm still talking football. Let me finish off. So, didn't work out. You end up dumping her. Now you go back to the 9. Please, on hands and knees, please. I beg of you.
Melissa! That's the
So-
first name that pops up into my head because it's so common. I'm sorry.
So then she's like, yes, but now you have to take me to Abu Dhabi, first class.
Take me to the Shard.
That's where we are.
Shard money. Does Daniel Levy have Shard money? Is he taking her to the top of the tower? Or is he going to try and take her to Morley's? Find out in this episode of Tottenham Talks. I can't wait.
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Levy's gonna need Shard money because Conte likes gifts.
He does.
6 or 7 of them.
Oh, he loves it.
Per season.
They're quite, aging gifts for the older generation, I would say. You know, your Ashley Youngs, your Kollarovs, but they are mature and very expensive gifts that Conte likes. So whether Daniel Levy takes Conte to the Shard or he takes him to Morley's, we'll find out. But it's going to be a very interesting appointment. I keep asking myself, what would Rory say back in 2019? A Chelsea man. Because I remember a Chelsea man got the fibres and the well-beings of the club. Sarri didn't fit that bill. I caused a ruckus on Twitter. I'm sure you saw it. A Chelsea man. We need a Chelsea man. Conte was that Chelsea man. Passionate. Kicking bottles on the touchline, running into the crowd, and then he joins our rivals. It's the second time it's happened. Jose Mourinho and now Conte. I have to ask you at home, is Conte a Chelsea legend now that he's joined our bitter rivals Tottenham, or are you going to let that slide for the passion?
You a friend though?
He did, but we're talking about a Chelsea man. A Chelsea man understands the fibre and the beings of the club. A Chelsea man understands what matters most to the fans. A Chelsea man is... maybe not Conte. I mean, if he's joining the club that we sing about during the Liquidator, how could he understand the club?
He's a double agent.
Double agent. Which Mourinho was.
Villas-Boas type situation.
Wow, VS Boas is another one. Our managers just love joining Tottenham. Wow. Anyway, my point being, I'm looking forward to the shenanigans that take place. Look, listen, for me, Conte is a guy that takes over clubs that are about to win the league and just need that final step. Tottenham are so far adrift in terms of even making the top 4. Can he take them another notch up, or will it implode before then? Conte's like a firecracker or firework, and you light it, and then it sizzles and it gets to the bottom. But while it's sizzling, the times are good. Potentially you can win something. But when it gets to the bottom, it explodes and there's carnage. There's text messages going out to Brazil to tell Diego Costa to piss off. There's suing the club. There's so much going on. There's arguing with Interboards, even though they've signed 10 players for you, but you want that 11th.
There's buying Ericsson and then telling him 2 days after he signed, you're not in my plans. Have a seat. And then only to then use him for the last 15 games of the season because all your midfielders are injured.
There's a lot going on there. So it's either going to be toxic or it's going to be tasty. But I look forward to it. Look, listen. He's great. He's a great manager. It's not slander. He's great at winning league titles. First season for us was amazing, but that second season is a little bit of friction, and he doesn't do great in Europe. But there's always that little question mark of how long it's going to last. When will the toxicity or drama or friction or argument start? So Tottenham continue to amaze me and entertain me, and I'm looking forward to that. Let's see what happens. Manchester United, it looks like even when you win, you lose. You wanted Conte, suddenly you win 3-0 with Conte tactics, a 3 at the back against Tottenham, and Ollie stays. It is just delightful.
Give him 4 more years. Give him 4 more years.
Ollie Ball continues. It's so ironic. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It really is. This was meant to be a Chelsea preview, but Malmö, who really cares like that? But this stuff happening in the Premier League right now of Conte, Tottenham, and Man United, it is so funny. Who will Man United turn to next? I had a video with Saeed and Rants, a Conte special on Manchester United. I can't even use that now. The football world just changes too fast. I was waiting for a Man United defeat. I'm not going to release it after a 3-0 win. That makes everybody look bad that we was conspiring against them. What to do. Anyway, let me know if Conte's a legend. Let me know your team for the Malmö game. Let me know what you think of anything, really. Just talk down there. Good for engagement. Shoots the video up. Smash the like button. Do you want the channel to grow or not? It's up to you.
That was the most passive-aggressive thing. If your lover should do it.
Goodbye.